Chapter 1. The Boom. 2021. India witnessed something extraordinary. Startup funding crossed $42 billion. Unicorns were being created almost every week. Headlines called it a revolution. Young founders became symbols of a new India. Valuations soared. Optimism was everywhere. Companies like Byju's reached a peak valuation of $22 billion. Oyo rooms expanded aggressively across global markets. Flipkart became one of the biggest startup success stories in Indian history. From the outside, this looked unstoppable. But behind the billion-dollar headlines, cracks were quietly forming. Chapter 2. The Rise. Flipkart began in 2007. Two former Amazon employees, a small apartment in Bengaluru, selling books online. At a time when India barely trusted online payments, so they introduced cash on delivery. That single innovation changed Indian e-commerce. Revenue grew year after year, but so did losses. Profitability was never immediate. It required patience and deep capital support. Now consider Byju's. It started with offline coaching classes, then transitioned into a digital learning app. During the pandemic, online education demand exploded. Investors poured in billions. By 2022, Byju's was valued at $22 billion. But in financial year 2021, the company reported losses exceeding 4,500 crore rupees. Valuation was rising. Losses were rising faster. Oyo followed a similar high-speed path. Founded in 2013, it aimed to standardize budget hotels across India. The model scaled rapidly. India, China, the United States. Thousands of properties were added. But aggressive expansion brought operational strain. During its peak growth years, Oyo reported multi-thousand crore losses. Growth looked impressive, but sustainability was uncertain. Chapter 3. The Pressure. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Funding is not profit. Funding is fuel, and fuel eventually runs out. After 2021, global liquidity tightened. Startup funding in India declined sharply in 2022 and 2023. The era of easy capital was over. Investors stopped asking, "How fast are you growing?" They began asking, "When will you make money?" Layoffs followed. Cost reductions followed. Expansion slowed. Many startups were spending more to acquire customers than those customers would ever return in revenue. This is negative unit economics, and it quietly destroys businesses from within. Chapter 4. The Pattern. Global research reveals a consistent pattern. Roughly 35 to 40% of startups fail because there is no real market demand. Around 30% fail because they simply run out of cash. Others collapse due to poor leadership, mispricing, or operational inefficiency. Failure is rarely dramatic at first. It is gradual. Burn rate increases. Margins shrink. Pressure builds. Valuation is perception. Profitability is reality. Chapter 5. The Truth. So why do 90% of startups fail? Not because founders lack intelligence, not because ambition is absent, but because execution is fragile. Because discipline is sacrificed for speed. Because growth is pursued without strong foundations. A startup is not a headline. It is a balance sheet. It is cash flow. It is operational control. Every unicorn carries invisible risk. And in business, foundation is everything.